All right, so today's coaching focus, we're going to talk a little bit about how the hips and shoulders should rise coming off the floor with a sumo deadlift, and some errors that we might see. So Whitney's going to show us our correct setup position, okay? So we're going to look at her back angle, the relative angle of her hips to her shoulders here, okay? So she's set up properly, and let's see one good rep. And then back down. So we think about the lift in two phases, what's happening below the knee and above the knee. So initially when she sets up from the bar being at the shin to her knee, her back is going to translate up. Come on up. Pause there. Once we get to that knee point, now we're going to go into rotation where she begins to open that line up. Okay? So the difference between, again, translating off the floor and then rotating past the knee. So the mistake we're going to see when he's going to set up is a lot of times folks will lead with the hip, come on up, and then the back kind of follows after the fact. Just see that one more time. So you can see in this case, we look at her line, she initiates with the rotation, and then there's kind of a translation, another rotation. So what that does, if we can see the improper position just for a second, about knee position, hold there. So this is gonna shove her back to a much more horizontal position. It's going to take the quads a bit more out of the equation. It's going to bias her back a little bit more. We are using all these muscles in the movement itself, but we want to make sure we're distributing the load across our body to maximize our ability to move weight. So let's see one more time, correct? Right, so we want to think about, again, the hips and shoulders rising together off the floor and then opening up. Cool. Any cues or thoughts you have around that, Whitney?
Helpful cue is usually to keep your shoulders up and push the ground away. So sometimes folks will end up going here thinking too much about pulling or pulling too fast. So I think being patient off the floor and push it. Nice and tight, patient, and push the ground away so we get that leg drive and then the hips come through.
Cool. All right, so we'll talk about this in class today and our sumo deadlifts.